Maggie Vespa joins us now. So Maggie, if the Senate overrides the governor's veto, when would this law go into effect? And also talk about the impact it would have on people who are already undergoing gender transition treatments right now.
Yeah, guys, a lot of questions about this. So in short, it would go into effect in 90 days. So that's the answer to the first one. As far as the second one goes, House Bill 68, this bill that we're talking about, legislators say it would not require anyone in Ohio currently getting that kind of non-surgical care, like hormone blockers, the things that we talk about in this realm, to stop that care. They can keep getting that care as long as, and this is key, doctors say stopping it would harm them physically. And a lot of advocates worry that's the kind of vague language that we hear about a lot, say, when we talk about abortion legislation, that doctors might interpret a little bit more conservatively, stopping care when maybe they don't exactly have to because they're worried about accidentally violating this law. So advocates worry that, in effect, it will restrict access to transgender care, but we're going to have to wait, unfortunately, assuming this override goes through as expected. And see, I should note that we just reached out to the governor's office, Mike DeWine's office, about this expected override of his veto. We just heard back saying they have no comment on this vote today. So we'll see how this plays out. Again, it's happening in 1 hour and it will be live streamed, guys.
Yeah, you know, Maggie, that's interesting. But when we sort of look back, we already saw a wave of similar laws to this very bill last year. So why are transgender advocates sounding the alarm now? Why do they think this particular moment is different and so significant?
Yeah, a lot of it is wrapped up in the history of this bill. I mean, I talked about the governor. That's a Republican governor, Mike DeWine of Ohio. He vetoed this bill, which a lot of people might think is surprising. He vetoed it specifically about treatment, non-surgical care for minors. He said that should be up to the parents, that should be up to the family. After vetoing it, he issued an executive order banning surgeries for minors, and he also, as part of that executive order, pushed for basically new regulations for care for anyone in Ohio, transgender care, including for adults, requiring that they get that care with a team of doctors that includes a complex team, including a psychiatrist and an endocrinologist. And that's kind of where we're seeing this new sort of wave of fears from LGBTQ plus advocates saying they're worried about now restriction of care for adults nationwide. Wow. And they say there are a number of other states who are kind of going after this sort of piecemeal, basically saying that they want to put restrictions on anyone seeking transgender care that will effectively, guys, make it harder to get. So that's where they think this wave is going, heading into, frankly, the new year.
I was just listening to a podcast about this, and it's so fascinating how it differs state to state and how it makes the challenges, like the one you're talking about, so significant. NBC News correspondent Maggie Vespa. Maggie, thank you.